Welcome to today's video. On today's video, I will be showing you on how to sew 8 pieces blouse. I've made the cuttings on my channel on how to cut and sew 8 pieces blouse. So I've pieced it already. I'm going to be using this lining to sew it. I will sew it one by one. After that, I take it together and join it. So this is what I'll be doing right now. Because I'll be putting this collar at the neck part, I will use sewing the lining at the back part. Alright, so I place it like this and I start from the upside. Please use pin to hold your work so that it will not remove. Now I'll start to sew it from this upside here, and I will sew it straight. See what I'm sewing? So I will sew it all the way to the down where the my line stops. I will sew it straight to where my line is stopped. Alright, so I've used lining to turn it. So this is the lining, and this is the front, this is the back part. Alright, so I cut it 8 pieces. So when I count it now, is 8 pieces. So the next thing to do now is to join it. I will join the front first before I join the back. So I'll be showing you step by step. Before joining it, I will first sew my zip allowance, because I'll be putting zip at the front part. So when I was cutting it, I removed 2 inches for my zip allowance. So I will sew it gather first, so that I will attach my zip on this front part. Alright, so later when I want to fix my zip, I will lose it. Alright, so I use biro to mark my 2 inches, my zip allowance. So this place now serve as my zip allowance. Alright, so this is a zip allowance. So this is how it will be when I want to fix my zip. So when I want to fix it now, I will lose this place that I sew. Remember, I sew it gather form, so it can be easy to lose. I will lose it too. Now is to start to join my 8 pieces blouse. Alright, so I bring this side like this. I will be joining it now. I bring this side. This is my armhole side here, and this is the middle part where I'm going to be attaching my zip. So I make sure I arrange it well. Please, when you are cutting your dress, like I said, always notch your work. So this is my breast point here that I notch. You see, it makes the work easier for me. So I'll be taking this notch here. This is the side part and this is the middle part. I'll make sure that I turn it like this. See what I'm doing? So I take it with this my notching. I don't need to start looking for the point area. So I join it like this. I hold it like this, and I use pin. I hope you see what I'm doing. I use pin to hold it there. With this thing, when you are sewing your padded, it will not shift. On this padded I'm sewing today, I did not add anything. I'm not adding interfacing, wording. I just want it like that. But if you want to add wording on your dress, you can add wording inside inside the lining. Alright, so I don't like adding wording or interfacing on my work, unless I make it for somebody and he requests for it. I will put it for that person. So I use pin to pin all the necessary things I want to do, so that the sewing will be easier for me. So see what I'm doing. So please try and watch the cutting of this dress. Look at this upper part side, and look at this upper part side also. Remember, I said I notch it. I make sure I bring everything together. I use pin to pin it. Alright, it's very, very easy. After making the dress, you will appreciate what you have. Alright, so I make sure that it's equal with the front part. You see, it's very equal. it must be equal. So please try and watch this video to the end so that you understand what I'm doing. So the next thing to do now is to be sewing it half inches. Now I'm making as, especially for the beginners, if you want to sew it, you use your use tape to measure the half inches for the beginner. All right, I measure half inches like this. Why I measure this half inches is to make my work easier. I hope you see it. So with this 1 inches, I will know what to sew. So I'll be sewing this my half inches. All right, see, I'll start to sew it now. It's half inches I'll be sewing. With the pin I've pinned, it will help me to know what I'm sewing. All right, so I'll be sewing my half inches. All right, so I'll be sewing this thing now all the way to the down parts. When you are sewing it, try and use your hand to be arranging it well. I'm following my half inches. It's half inches I added for the sewing. Use your hand to be supporting, to be arranging your work, please, so that you get perfect sewing. All right. Now I'm using my hand to arrange it well. Please try and watch the cutting of this dress so that you understand it well. So I'm following my curve. See what I'm doing here? Very easy to sew. I follow the curve. Please don't sew more than half inches, unless you add more than half inches. If it's 1 inch you add for your sewing allowance, is that 1 inch you will sew. Like on this particular one, what I added was just half inches. All right, so I'll be sewing it now all the way to the down part. So the same way, I will join the other side. All right, see my padded has come out without putting wording on interfacing. It still come out. All right, so the same way I will sew the other side the same way I sew this side. That is how I will sew this other side. All right, so the same way I will look for the point where I notch. So this is where I notch for my breast point again. I'm making it so that you understand it very well. Guys, I'm doing it for the second time so that you get it right. So what I'm after is where I have notched where I was when I was cutting it, and I will take it like this and look for this other side where I notch. Okay, this is the point. I bring it together. Please, when you are cutting your dress, any of your dress, please always notch your work so that after everything you will start looking for where the point is, the waist. So with this notching, it will help you. So I will take it now. I make sure that I will bring it like this to the upper part. All right, so don't let it longer than the upper part. No, and this side also, my upper bust. Please watch the cutting. You see how I explain it there. It's very easy. Now I make sure that I take it like this. Please try and watch this video to the end so that you understand what I'm doing. All right, so I hold it like this. See, it's equal. It can be longer than each other. Everything must be equal. All right, so like I said, I'll be using half inches to sew it down. So when I'm sewing it, I will use my hand to be arranging it by myself. All right, don't just say that because you have measured half inches and that is what it is. Now if for the beginner, measure half inches, but if you know you can sew without half inches, no problem, you can do that. So I'll be sewing half inch. This is what my half inches is. Without measuring this, I know where my half inches is, but you can use your tape to measure your half inches. So I'll be sewing it like this. So this is what I will sew let me show it again so that you will get it right. I am arranging it like this with my hand. I arrange it so that, so just follow the curve. If you're a beginner, you don't need to guess half inches. Just use your chalk or your biro to measure your half inches. Don't guess it, all right? So that, why I say measure the half inches, you know, some people after sewing their padded, they will keep on adjusting until they get to what they want. But with this particular measure, after measuring it to that half inches, you don't need to start to adjust again. All they need to do is to just sew it once, all right? But if you are perfect already, your hand is straight, you can just guess where your half inch is supposed to be and sew it, all right? See how I'm arranging it, all right? And try use pin to hold your work, all right? Okay, so I will sew it now all the way to the down part. All right, I've joined all the front parts. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes it 4 pieces. That makes it 4 pieces for the front part. Now 4 will be at the front part, at the back part 4. That makes it 8 pieces. Now in this, you can use lining to turn in the inside. All right. So this one, I did not use lining to turn it. What I will do now, I will weave the inside. All right. So I've done with this. Look at how the front looks like. You see, this is my padded. It has come out very well. So the way I join this front part, that is how I'll join the back part. So before joining the back parts, this back part, to make it 4 pieces at the back part, I opened the back part when I was cutting it. Please watch this cutting also that you understand it. I opened the back part. So I'm going to be joining this back part that I opened with half inches. I'm not adding zip at this back part, all right? So that makes it 4 pieces. So I use half inches to do that. So the next thing to do now is to sew that half inches. I will sew it straight down. So after I finish sewing the straight line that is this back side, I open it like this. So the next thing to do now is to join the 2 sides, just like the way I joined the front part, all right? So I will take one side to this side. Okay, this side now is my armhole side, and this other side is another armhole side, the 2 sides, all right? So I will use half inches to join it, just like the way I joined the front part, half inches. So I've joined the 4 pieces. So for the back part, this is the first one, second, third, fourth. So see the flare at the down part, height is full. All right. So this is my 8 pieces. Please watch this cutting of this dress so that you understand it well. So after I've done joining this part, the next thing to do now is to, like I said, I've not removed the neck part. Is when I want to sew it, just like as I'm sewing it now, that is when I'll remove my neck part, all right? So I'll be removing the neck part now. I will fold it, because I'll be adding this collar at the neck part. It won't be wide. So I will be removing the neck part now. I fold it like this. I fold the dress I've sewed before, as in after joining it, I take it and fold it. When you want to remove the neck of your dress, when you are cutting something pieces like this, it's after you have joined all the pieces before you can now remove the neck part. Because if you remove the neck part before joining it, it will affect the neck part, all right? So I'll fold it like this. I hope you're seeing it. I'll fold it into 2. This is the back part. I'll fold the back part first and fold the front part. Now we're taking the neck part now. Like I said, because of this one here is the front part where I'll be attaching my zip. So therefore I put it at the under, and I put this back part at the front part. I hope you understand it. I fold the front into 2. I place it down part, and I place the back part at this front part. Remember, the front part has zip allowance. So I will now take my my neck measurement. Like I said, I'll be fixing collar at the front part, this robe collar. I measure like this. I measure the I will start from this side. Remember, this is my back part. I sew half inches here. All right, so from the half inches I'll place my tape. I hope you are seeing it. I place my tape like this. Please, if you have any question, drop it on the comment board. I will reply you back. Now from this half inches I sew for this back part, I will measure 3 inches. All right, don't measure more than 3 inches because of if you are not making collar dress. Okay, 3 inches by 1 inches for the back part. Why for the front part? This is the front part. Is 3 inches. All right, 3 inches. I hope you understand it. 3 inches. That is 3 inches by 3 inches at the front part. The back is 3 inches by 1 inches. So after that, I'm going to be connect it together to meet with this this, and connect this also to meet with this my front part. So I'll be cutting it now. So before I cut it, I will now take my shoulder measurement very well to make sure that it's equal. My shoulder measurement is 8 inches. Is okay. Is equal. Everything is okay. The only thing there is different there, this neck part. So I'll be cutting it out now so that I can shape my dress and fix my collar and fix my my sleeve. So after I've shaped the neck part, so the next thing to do now is to shape my dress. All right, so this is how to shape my dress. So I will take it like this. Make sure that the face to face, although I've made video on how to shape your dress. All right, different types, both gowns, skirts, you know, it's on my channel there. So I will now join it together. I'll use pin to pin my work so that I will arrange it well. So I'll be using pin now to hold it down so that I can start to shape my dress. So I've used pin to arrange my work. Arrange, look at the armpit area, armhole, everything must be equal, the front and back. Make sure that arrange it to be equal. Don't draw this padded side here. Just leave it like that and place it down. Make sure that both the back part and the front part is equal. Look at this pin like this. This is a back part, this is the front part. You see how it comes equal. So cutting is very, very important because I cut it where I follow the right measurement. So I come up to this upper part here. Everything is equal. See the sewing part of this that here, the pieces here and the pieces on the back part. Everything is equal. For it to get perfect job, it must be equal. Look at it now. I use pin to hold it down. I make sure that the front pieces and the back pieces is equal. So after that, the next thing to do now is to start to take my right measurement, the right shaping. All right, so like I said in my videos, I say when you want to shape your dress from the zip part. Whether you're fixing your zip at the back part or in the front part, you will shape your dress at the zip part. I have not attached my zip. It's after I've shaped finish before I can now attach my zip. But you can still attach your zip before shaping, or after finish shaping, you can put your zip. Depends, it's optional. Now this is my zip part, the line of the zip. I will start from there now to shape my dress. My round bust is 42. All right, 42 divided by 4 is 10 and a half. All right, you divide your bust into 4. All right, sorry for this. I say my bust. When you want to shape the bust, from this my armhole here to here, remember is my is 8 inches. So when you want to shape, take your tape like this and place it on this zip part, this zip line here. Assume the zip is here, you understand it, but with this line here, that shows is my zip allowance side. I place it there and make sure that I place it on top this armhole here, not this side. All right, it's this side here. See it here, it must be there. Don't draw your fabric, don't draw this side, because this is where my padded is. You don't draw, just leave it like that so that it will not affect your work. When you are shaping your dress, don't draw your padded like this. No, just place it down like that and place your tape on your zip part and make sure that you place it on this armhole side here. Like I said, my bust is 10.5. Because I want the bust area to be free, I always make it, I will add half inches to that 10.5. That makes it 11 inches. Always add half inches so that it will free your bust side. All right, to not tight it, it will not tight it. So from here I measure that 10.5 plus my half inches. Well, that half inches is very, very necessary, very, very important for everybody. So after that, the next thing to do, when you are cutting your dress, you take measurements. You take measurement from your underbust. But when you are shaping your dress, please don't take any shaping again from your underbust. Strip it out and go straight to your waist. Now this is my waist. This side now is my waist. My waist here is 10 inches. Okay, 9 inches. 9 inches, not 10, 9 inches. I divide it into 4 is 9 inches. So this is a 9 here. I will now mark my 9. So this is what I will be sewing. When I'm sewing it now, I will sew this 9 inches. I make sure that my hands will go inside and follow it straight to the full length. So the same way, whatever I take here, that is how I will take it to this other side here. I will not come to this side. I hope you are seeing it. So I will now come to this other side. I will take my tape again. I measure 10.5. Like I said, don't draw it. Don't draw your padded. I measure my 10.5. That is 11 inches. Alright, this is my 11 inches. I measure my 11 inches to this side. Please don't draw it. Don't draw it so it will not affect your work. This is my 11 inches. Alright, now I script my underbust. I'm not taking any, because if you take any measurement from the underbust, it will affect your sewing. Please don't do that. It's when you are cutting, you will take something out there. Now I come straight to my waist. My waist is 9. Now this 9 here, I place my tape like this and I measure my 9 inches. After making this dress, you will appreciate what you have. So I will sew from here, from this upside here. I will sew it, follow the covering my sewing, sew it straight to the down part. I hope you understand it. So after that, after I finish shaping it, I will now bring it for you to see. Now I sew like this. Let me show you the sewing so that you will get it. I will sew. I start when you are sewing it, like I said when I teach how to sew, always shift your hand inside. Little, your hand will go inside. See what I'm doing? To go inside to meet with my waist. This is my waist now. So see, I'm gonna sew it straight down. Very, very easy. Please watch the video to the end. If you have not subscribed before watching my video, support me by subscribing. Hit down on that red button and subscribe for me. Please support me. Support my channel. Please, 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 please. I beg you, support me. There's one red button down there. Hit that red button and subscribe for me. So at this down part, I'll be folding it after the work. Like I said when I was cutting it, I said you can use lining to turn the down part. You can weave it. But on this one, I will be folding this down part. I'll be folding it with my 2 inches. Alright. So I hope you see how I shape this side. So when I want to shape the other side, I will now turn it and start to sew from the down part. Alright. So I will sew from the down part. I will start to sew from the down part. I'll sew it straight down. So I finished the shaping. I'll bring it out now outside so that you can see it. It's very easy to sew these 8 pieces. Very, very easy. There's nothing too hard there. That is one of the easiest dress to sew. Very, very easy. So I'm done with it. Look at it. Oh, my clothes. It's beautiful. See how the flace comes out very well. Very full. Like I said, in the cutting part, you can add more than that if you don't want it to be full. See? Alright. Look at my dress. Look at the front. So let's give it a try. So the next thing to do is to fix my collar. my collar. I will fix my collar. What I will do here is this. Look at it. This is my collar's neck. See the rope collar. I will now cut before that, and I will lose little from the neck part. This my zip part here, because the zip will start from, I will start attaching my zip from this side now. This is my zip allowance. I will start attaching my zip from this side all the way to the down part. So now, for me to know the length of the collar I'll be cutting, I will start to cut from this side. I will start measuring from this side where my rope starts. I will measure around the neck from this side. I measure it round. That's from this. After fixing you can fix it after your zip. I start from there like this. I take my tape and measure it before I cut my collar. After I measure it like this, I measure it like this all the way to my zip side. All right, so this is it now. So I measure it is 22. So 22 is a round collar neck. Because I want the collar neck to be long, depends how long you want yours to be, but I will make mine like this side is 22. I will times it together into 2, make it 44. All right, that is the collar I will be cutting. 42, the width will be 2 inches. You can make 4, you can make 1 inches, depends how you want it to be. So after that, I'll bring it to you to see. It's after I've finished fixing the collar neck, that is when I will put my zip. After that, I will attach my my sleeve, and I fold the down part of my dress. That is end of this sewing. So I will show you how to cut the round neck. I will show you how to cut the collar neck and fix it. All right, please, if you know you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe on my channel. Hit down on that red button and subscribe. Support me by subscribing. Thank you, because I know you have done that for me. I love you. Let's keep watching it. Let's see. The collar is 44. The length is 44, and this is the wideness. If I open it like this, it's 4 inches. All right, it's 4 inches like this. 4 inches like this. So I fold it like this, makes it 2 inches. All right, so I will like the mouth side to have curve on it, curve at the mouth side. So I bring it together like this. I fold it into 2 like this. See how straight, how the long. I bring it together like this. I fold it together like this, because I want the mouth to have curve. I fold it like this. All right, so I will use my chalk to curve like this. You don't need to measure it, just curve it like this. All right, so see the curve. I curve it like this. So I'll be sewing it round now. So I'll start to sew it like this. I open it. Remember, it's like this. I open it and fold it again, because I want to sew from the wrong side. So before the curve. All right. So I start to sew it now. I'll follow. This is what I will do. I will sew it all the way to the down part. So I curve up. So this is where I open one side. From this place now, I will bring it out. I will bring the the inside, the right side, I'll bring it outside. All right, I'll use something to bring it. I'll use like something nail. I use pin to pin it like this to the middle part. This is the middle part for the blouse, and this is the middle part for my collar. I first of all use pin to hold it down first. All right, now I will take it like this and measure it round. Make sure I follow it round. So measure that is round. All right, see what I'm doing? I take my collar and follow it round like this. See what I'm doing? I will do it up to this front part where I will be attaching my zip. This place I notch is where my zip will start. This is where I'll start to attach my zip. I pin it there. Please use pin to do that so that you won't make mistake when you are sewing it. All right, see what I'm doing now? So I will use pin to do that, and I come to this other side. I pin it again, pin it round up to this place I will be fixing my zip. So I pin it up to this zip side. All right, so the next thing to do now, I've pinned it round to know where I will start to fix my zip. So I will sew it finish before I fix my zip, or you can fix your zip first before fixing it. It's still the same thing. So after that, after I finish that, the next thing to do is to fix my sleeve. Please, I've made video on how to cut perfect sleeve, how you can calculate your cap sleeve and cut it. I've made that video there. It's very easy. So after that, I'll take my sleeve and fix it to my armhole here to be like this. After fixing it, this is how it will come out. Gonna be like this, and this will gonna be like this. So it's very easy. Gonna make it like this. Please just give this work a try. I can just take any dress of yours, any material, cut it even before. If you know you are a beginner, before sewing for customer, first of all buy material, or just don't do for it, just do for any material, buy and make this give this work a try before sewing for others. You see how perfect it comes out. First of all, sew it for yourself and see how it is. If you're a beginner, this is what, don't just go and start sewing for your customers first. Sew for yourself and wear it. You see how perfect it comes out before you can now sew to your customers. I mean for the beginners. But if you have known it already before, just go ahead and draft the cut your dress and make this wonderful dress. It's very easy. So after I finish sewing it, the next thing to do is to tie it the style of my choice, the style of what you want. You can tie it like this. Very easy. You can make your rope more than this, you can make it shorter than this. Depends how you want the rope to come out. So you see how easy and perfect it is. Very easy. So give this work a try. You see how easy it is. And if you have not subscribed yet before watching the video, please, before leaving, do me well to subscribe on this my channel. Like this my video. Do me a thumbs up that you like it. Please give this work a try. Thank you so very much for taking your time to watch my video. I love you. Bye bye. And next, after that, you fold the down part of your dress or you weave it. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Bye bye.